All right, this is question 3.6, and it says determine LS over SR. And since we've started, we've been looking at strategies for answering these questions, and one of them is looking at the question and seeing the hints that it gives you. This is a very short statement. Just determine LS over RS, and it doesn't give us a lot. So we need to go to the diagram and see what's happening. What is LS? What is RS? And maybe that will help us figure out what's happening. So LS is this line right here. LS is this line. And then RS is this whole line right here, the green one. And if you're not seeing already what might we need to do here, that means you probably forgot some of the concepts, right? Because they're giving us two lines, and these lines are written in a ratio here, right? And if you remember, this looks something like the proportionality theorem, and this is nice. If you're writing in your exam, you can just hold your paper and turn it around and try to see the triangle as it should be, because what they did here is that the triangle is upside down. So I'm going to attempt to draw it right side up so that you see what's happening. We have, let's put one straight line first here. Do this. Let's put one straight line here, and that's going to be our, I'm going to put the S up here, and then we're going to have M here, right? I'm writing it right side up so that you see exactly what's happening. And then that means we're going to have a straight line going that way, and this line is going to go up to R, right? And then we're going to have this one here. Just try to make it an actual line. And then somewhere here, we're going to have this straight line, and this is T. That's going to be L. Nope, that's Q. And that's going to be L, right? And then we know that this one is perpendicular to, sorry, this one is parallel to this one. Now it's right side up, and it's much more easier to see. This is what you should do in analytical geometry. Analyzing means this. Look at the shapes, turn them around if you have to, and do all that. So now you understand when they say, okay, find the ratio of, what did they say, LS. Find the ratio of this one over the ratio of RS, the whole line. Remember that the proportionality theorem says if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, then it divides the other two sides proportionally. We have this line here from Q to L. It is drawn parallel to this line here from M to R. So that means this line divides the other two sides proportionally. What does that mean? It means we're going to have a situation here in this specific triangle where, let's start with LS, they started with LS, where LSQS over LS and RS over MS is the same, or is proportional. It's proportional to LS over RS. RS, right? We are reminding ourselves what this theorem says. And now that we have that, notice that it seems like a lot of work and all that, but if you forget this part, you're never going to figure out this question if you forget the proportionality theorem here. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to say, okay, we know that these two things are equal. Can we find then QS? Can we find this line here, right? Can we find QS and then find the whole line, which is this one, the whole line, which is MS? Because if we do that, then we're done answering the question. Let's do that. Let's find, first you're going to tell them that, remember that QS over MS is equal to LS over RS, right? And our reasoning here is proportionality theorem, prop theorem, and we'll tell them that because you told us that RM is parallel to you told us that RM is parallel to QL or LQ. And then now we're going to continue on to find QS. QS is here, QS. We have both of the points there, and we're just finding the distance. And if you're going to find the distance, you're going to use the formula. It says QS is equal to the square root of x squared plus y squared minus, y2 minus y1 squared. And our QS is going to be what? 0 minus 4 squared plus minus 16 minus 8 squared. And our QS here is gonna be the root of 80. For MS, we're gonna do the same process, and if you put these together now for the final answer, if you're finding QS over MS, it's gonna be QS is the root of 80 over the root of 180, which is just 2 over 3, and this is the same as LS over RS equals to 2 over 3, and that is your final answer.